The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're going to talk about Lil Durk speak on having to wash Dthang body and get him dressed for the funeral. Let's jump straight into it.
I don't think it's a word that can describe it, just like a word that can't describe what you go through when you first hear about when the doctor come in and tell him that he didn't make it. There's no words to describe that feeling that you have inside of you. And washing the body just bring you into a reality of death. It gives you a sense of this is real, you know, and for any young man to think it's not real, you know, I think a lot of youngsters should take part in what we Muslim call janazah, where we wash the body and prepare for burial. We not like the traditional way you go to the funeral home and you just sit the casket in front of everybody. We actually do the process ourselves in washing and cleansing the body and wrapping it for burial. So these are real eye-open rituals and events that a lot of youngsters should see, because that'll give them a glimpse of what death really is and how close it is. And, you know, it gives you that sense of like, you know, you got to get it together. You got to stop what you're doing and start doing something different, something that ain't going to lead you right here. So,
And wash.
I can only imagine, because I'm a parent too, I can only imagine that you hope and plan that your kids will bury you. But for Dthang moms and dad to get that call and have to bury their child before they passed away, I know that's a tough cookie to swallow, you know, but that's what comes with the streets, you know. A lot of times people forget, you know, certain things that they done got into. What I mean by that is when you in those streets, it ain't no going to the club, ain't no party, ain't no taking your grandma out, ain't no going grocery shopping, ain't no going on no dates. You can't do that. Your life revolves around the streets, and that's what a lot of people don't realize, that there is no, all right, I got money now, I'm done gangbanging. All right, I moved to Atlanta, I'm done gangbanging. All right, my brother, a big time rapper, we got something to live for, I'm done gangbanging. It don't really work like that. Once you jump in them streets and you do certain things to people can't really let that go, you know. And I felt like the biggest mistake that Dthang made was partying in Chicago when you and your brother just created this multi-million-dollar record label and y'all bringing in millions of dollars, but you in Chicago, Illinois want to go to a club to party. I felt like Dthang was slipping on that one. You know, you got to move different. Why do you think you don't see Durk when he was out at parties and clubs unless he was getting paid for it? Because it's a risk. You a liability. You don't get to make $20-30 million, have a successful record label, and you ain't moving right. And I just felt like that cost Dthang his life. That want to party, that want to show out, that oh I ain't chilling in the crib, or we back in the rack, we going out. That type of mindset can get you to lose your life, you know. And it's sad because I felt like Dthang, man, was getting to the point that, bro, he was transitioning out of the streets to being a businessman. Even though if Dthang was alive, he probably would have been caught up in the Durk situation, so he wasn't really moving too smart. But just the fact that he wasn't in Chicago as much, you know, they getting real money now. They got a legit income coming in, OTF, you know. I just felt like Dthang should have been moving a little bit more smarter, man. And when you in the streets, it's only one false move can cost you your life. One bad turn can cost you your life. 5 minutes of staying somewhere too late can cost you your life. And I just felt like Dthang played with his life, man, in front of the whole world. He had no business being in Chicago trying to party. He had no business not having armed security around. He just had no business being in that place. But I get it. That's his city. He felt comfortable. He wanted to go out that night. But me personally, you got to outweigh the pros and the cons. Like Dolph said, you got to put yourself on a scale and ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Dthang put himself on the scale, wasn't worth going out, bro. You got money now, bro. You can't do what we used to do. You can't. Then y'all going to hole-in-the-wall clubs and all of that probably ain't getting searched, and people paying the bouncer $200-300 to get in with their strap. Like, come on, man. But, you know, my condolences go out to Dthang, man. But that's just sad as a parent, man, that you come home from 26 years of not being in your child life. And the first couple years you home, you got to bury your son. You know, I know Dthang and Lil Durk dad, you know, I know his faith is strong, but I know at times, man, he be wanting to snap, man, because you did 26 years in prison, missed your kid's life, and then when you finally come home, you bury your son within a year or two of you being home. So you didn't even really get the time and the memories and all of that back, you know? But it's just sad, man. That's why you got to watch how you moving in the streets, man. You know, one false move, one false turn, that could be it. Sometimes you, like Dolph said, you got to put yourself on the scale. Ask yourself, is it worth it? Same way you will weigh up some work or this or that, put yourself on the scale and ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth going to the club? Is it worth me going to go do this? Is it worth this? Is it worth that? And if you come up with a no, better not go. You come up with a yeah, hey, man, do you. But I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. Love y'all.
The D, man. Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?